More breaking news now for you this afternoon. Let's take you live to Glasgow. Police giving an update following the death of a pregnant primary school teacher, Marelle Sturrock.
Our thoughts are with Marelle's family and friends, and along with everyone affected by this tragedy. We are providing her family with specialist support at this incredibly difficult time. Her partner, David Yates, is wanted in connection with Marelle's death. At this time, we have no information to suggest anyone else has been involved. His vehicle, which was a white Seat Ateca, was found at Mugdock Park on Tuesday, and an extensive search has been ongoing at that area since. The last confirmed sighting of David was on Sunday evening shortly after 8 p.m. His subsequent movements are unknown after his vehicle was left at Mugdock Country Park, but there is nothing to suggest he has left that area. We will keep an open mind on this as we continue to search the area. A visible police presence will remain at both Mugdock Country Park and Jura Street as we continue our investigations. There is not believed to be any risk to the wider public. However, I would urge anyone with any information or concerns to contact Police Scotland on 101, quoting incident number 0904 of the 25th of April, or speak to any of our officers. And finally, and importantly, I would like once again to express our sincere condolences to Marelle's family and anyone else affected by this tragic incident. Thank you.
Can you tell us if Marelle was at work on Monday? Did she attend as normal on Monday?
As you can appreciate, the investigation is still ongoing, so there's some information I can't provide at this time.
Superintendent, could you please explain to us how you suspect Marelle died?
As I said, this is an ongoing murder investigation, so I can't provide that information at this time.
Can you rule out if David Yates is alive or dead? What basis are you putting this investigation on at the moment? Is he dead or is he alive as far as you're concerned?
Both of those factors still play very much a factor in this. I can't confirm one way or the other what it is. However, they are both working lines of inquiry at this time.
Do we know if he had any links specifically to Mugdock Country Park at all?
As I've said in my statement, his car was found there on Tuesday, and that is where our search has been progressing. And at this stage, we have no information to suggest that he's left that area. Again, though, I would like to stress that there is no wider risk to the public.
You see the last. I understand you had a pet dog. Do you know where the dog's whereabouts is? Or?
I have no idea where the pet's dog's whereabouts were at that time.
Has it been found? How do we know he isn't a risk to the public?
From the information I've got that we have just now, I can confirm that there's no wider risk to the public.
Could you let us know when Marelle was last seen alive?
I can't provide that information whilst we've got the ongoing criminal investigation.
Was David Yates known to police before this incident?
As you can appreciate, this is a live murder investigation, as I've provided in my statement, so I can't provide any of that information just now.
You say David was last seen on Sunday evening. Was that leaving the house or was that at Mugdock Park?
As part of our investigation, the information that we have is we've got a last sighting of him at 8 o'clock.
Is there any indication?
Was that last sighting? Where was that last sighting?
The last sighting of him was near to Mugdock Park is probably the best way I could provide that just now. And as I say, we've no information that would indicate that he has left that area at this time.
Is there any indication as to maybe why he's killed it? Did they have an argument beforehand, or...?
As I said, this is still very much forms part of a live murder investigation, so that I'm very limited to the information that I can provide to you at this time. Again, that forms part of our ongoing investigation.
Do you know when she may have died, whether it was over the weekend or Monday, or can you give us any indication as to when she may have died?
At this stage, no, I can't, I'm afraid.
Have you found any items in the park other than the car that would indicate he's been there?
So, in regards to the murder investigation, I can't provide specific details at this time. What I would like to provide is, we found his car at Mugdock Park on Tuesday, and that is where we have formed our investigation since. We have no information to suggest that he's left that area. And again, I would just like to stress that, reassure the public that there is no wider concerns.
Have you spoken to Marelle's family? And if so, you know, it may seem like a stupid question, but how are they and how have those conversations been?
As you can imagine, this is a very difficult time for Marelle's family, and I would ask for their privacy to be respected at this time. It's a very difficult and tragic time.
Can you give us an indication of the resources that you've deployed across the park and beyond?
We're using extensive resources just now. As you can appreciate, Mugdock Park is quite a significant area in itself, so there is quite a large police presence at this time.
Which car park was it? The car was found. I'm not sure if you mentioned that.
Again, that's part of our criminal investigation.
What about David's mobile phone? Do you think he had his mobile phone on him, or was it found in the car?
So obviously, as part of our investigation, we have a number of lines of inquiry being progressed, and that would form part of that.
All right.
Okay.
Any final questions, please?
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Police Scotland there in Glasgow with an update on the murder investigation into the death of Marelle Sturrock, the heavily pregnant teacher. Police say they are looking for her fiancé. So Police Scotland confirming a murder investigation is now underway. We're hoping to speak to our Scotland correspondent, Conor Gillis, in just a moment, who was at that press conference and can bring us a little bit more. But this is just truly horrific case. Police are now looking for the fiancé of the 35-year-old teacher who was murdered in her home on Tuesday morning in the city of Glasgow. They have been looking for her fiancé in the area of Mugdock Country Park. Officers are saying that Ms Sturrock's death is being treated as suspicious. Inquiries remain ongoing, but as we heard there at that police press conference, there is not deemed to be any risk to the wider public. It was a manhunt. We're now hearing it is a murder investigation, and police officers are currently searching for her fiancé, David Yates. Just looking there at the image of Marelle Sturrock, the heavily pregnant teacher murdered on Tuesday morning in the city of Glasgow. Let's bring in Conor Gillis, who was at that news conference, which just wrapped up a few minutes ago. Oh, gosh, Conor, this is just such an awful story. Just worth reiterating to viewers who are just joining us what police told us in that news conference. We've got the latest from them.
Yeah, let's just guide you through those details revealed by the lead detective in this investigation in the last number of moments. We know that Marelle Sturrock died on Tuesday. Her remains were found around 8:40 in the morning. She failed to show up to her job at school. It's unclear the last sighting of her was, but neighbours in the area told Sky News this morning that they had a conversation with her on Friday. So that will be forming part of this investigation as detectives, as those specialist officers piece together her last known movements. Some details around her as a person. We know that she was a much-loved, much-respected teacher at a nearby school, was very into her musical theatre and enjoyed the performing arts. We also know, tragically, that she was 29 weeks pregnant when her life came to an end earlier on this week. She was murdered, and those detectives are trying to find out who by. What they are interested in finding out is the whereabouts of her partner, David Yates. Let me just talk you through some of the details. He was last seen in the Mugdock Country Park area, which is around 10 miles north of where the pair shared a home in Glasgow, in a wooded area. It is a large area, 600 acres of land, and it has a number of reservoirs in there as well, deep water. And detectives have been scouring that scene extensively over the course of the last 24 hours or so. They are now saying that in connection with this murder inquiry, that they need to trace him. However, they do not have an idea as to whether David Yates is alive or whether he is dead at this point in time. Neither of those can be ruled out, according to the detective leading this investigation. We do know, though, that his white Seat car was found at the Mugdock Country Park area on Tuesday of this week, and that is the reason that detectives have been scouring that area. This is a now major manhunt taking part in various areas all around Glasgow. But tonight there is a family who are without their daughter, their sister, and detectives are trying to find out who took her life.
Conor Gillis, thank you.